Hey guys, it's me, Dynasty Gamer. We're at Vortex Cards and Games over at Orange Park, Florida. We have another beautiful deck profile. Please tell me your name and what deck you're playing.
My name is Mike and I'm playing Dinomorphia.
Nice. What do you like about Dinomorphia?
I like that you can kind of play it either more of a aggro style or there's the more kind of floodgate variants of it.
Okay.
I've tried both and I think I found a version that I personally like, and I got my side deck kind of set up to kind of deal with some of the matches that are a little bit more pain in the butt.
Okay. Alright, let's show your deck. And how many cards you're playing, by the way?
40 in the main and then 15.
15 side, 15 extra. Got it. Alright, let's do this.
Alright, so to start off, the best card in the deck, Therzia.
Yes,
you
sir.
need to run 3 of her. It's not really a question.
Mandatory.
It's just like Ray. You need to run 3 of her.
Okay. Sky Strikers. You.
For second one, 3 Diplos. I've seen a lot of people try to run 2 of them. You just can't. A lot of the times, if you run only 2 when you're trying to get into the grind game, and you run out of fusion material, you just hard to lose. So having 3 Diplos, as of right now, until we get another main deck monster, you got to run 3 and 3.
Are we getting any main deck monsters or no?
Nothing's been announced, so
Oh god.
we'll see.
Okay. Hopefully,
Hopefully soon.
Blackwing.
3 Ash.
Okay.
It's the best generic hand trap going
Best hand
first,
trap, yep.
or having for game 1, and you can hit everything, and it's a level 3 tuner, which will come up later.
Ooh. So he's playing Synchros.
I play 2 Duality
Yep.
and 2 Prosperity,
Yep.
and 1 Called By for my spells.
Okay.
So the reason Called By, I think, is just one of the best spell cards that you can play.
Yep.
And it's a 1-of, so I'm going to play it at 1. Prosperity's good because in combination, if you draw both Prosperity and Duality, it lets you dig 9 deep. And
That's
if you
cool.
don't have your Therzia, or if you don't have one of your fusion cards, you want to be able to get those. Like, you have to be able to get to your fusion cards, so the Prosperities and the Dualities help. Duality's good because you're really not special summoning.
Okay, cool.
Ideally, you summon Therzia and set 5 cards.
Alright, so this is a trap heavy deck like Eldritch, pretty much.
Yes, this is.
Without the floodgates.
I'm actually
Somewhat.
in the
Somewhat
main
forms.
deck not running any floodgates in this version.
That's cool.
So for the starting of the traps, you need 3 Frenzy and 3 Domain. This is obviously the better one. So if you normal Therzia, you want to search this one out.
So these are your fusion traps, pretty much, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Ideally, you want to have them both, and if possible, if I draw into one, I'm going to search the other off of Therzia, depending on what the hand is. If I need back row negate, then I'll search Sonic. But if you have both of them, then you can bait the Ash on one of them and still be able to get into your monsters.
Okay.
And then if they don't have Ash, then you're summoning out 3 fusion monsters.
Cool.
For the rest of the Dinomorphia cards, I'm playing 2 Alert, 2 Sonic, and 1 Brute.
Yep.
A lot of these ratios, I see people playing only 1 Alert, 2 Sonic, and 2 Brute. I have tried that version, and I feel that being able to have the recyclability of Alert, being able to bring back my fusion monsters, being able to bring back, my main deck monsters, I find it to be very important. And I think it's just a better in-engine than like a Monster Reborn. So that's why I'm playing 2 Alert. For Judgments, I'm playing 3 Solemn Judgment and 2 Solemn Strike.
Nice.
I'm only doing 2 Strike, because if you draw it late game, it's just kind of a dead card unless you have Stelpergia, and it's not really a card that comes up much.
Because this is a deck you pay a lot of life points to do a lot of things.
Ideally, you want 50 life points.
50 life points, okay.
Gravedigger Trap Hole.
Yep.
This is good since the deck has no real burn. This is good for burning your opponent. It's good for stopping hand traps, and it's good for stopping anything in the graveyard. So I like this card.
It's a pain in the ass to get it.
One of the best floodgates, I would say, in the deck.
Oh boy.
Ferret Flames, you need to run 3 of these. I've seen people run 2. but this is not a once per turn. So
Oh, damn.
you can flip it, wipe their board, and then if they're able to play through it, you can just flip another one when they go in the battle phase.
That's crazy.
And since this affects the opponent, anything that's unaffected by card effects is still recycled.
Yeah, okay.
I played 2 Torrential and
TTs. Nice.
2 Trap Trick.
Nice.
And that's it for the main deck. Trap Trick, quite self-explanatory. If I can't get to my fusion cards, then I gotta Trap
get
Trick
them
them out.
faster.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And then if you need to wipe a board or something, you can get into Torrential or Gravediggers.
All right.
So that's 40 for the main deck.
Perfect 40. Nice.
For the extra deck, I'm playing 3 Rexsturm, 3 Kentragina, and 3 Stealth Bergia.
So the all to the main package for.
Yep, I'm playing
Dinomorphia.
3 of each, and the reason for it is just having fusion material for Frenzy. Being able to just dump Stealth Bergia back to back is nice. You're not really going to summon it, and I'd rather send a Stealth Bergia than an extra Kentragina.
Okay.
So that's why I'm playing those. For the XZs, I'm playing Dolka and Lagia. I'm playing 1 Baguska and 1 Zeus. I'm playing the Zeus in case like I bring out Lagia or Dolka. I have something that I can power it up with.
Yeah, because the level 4 Dinomorphia monsters are dinosaurs for some reason, but yeah, it makes sense.
Yep. And then I'm just playing 1 Dark for instances where I gotta, if I get nibbed or anything really. This is just good, or DPE, which really isn't an issue anymore, but
Yeah.
it just comes up, you know. And 1 Psychic End Punisher.
Oh boy.
This is one of, I would say, if not the best card in the extra deck.
Synchro Lovin' Monster.
Yep, and ideally I would like to get 2 Rexsturm out and then set my Ash and then Synchro into it.
Oh boy.
The biggest that I've had this is 19,000. And
Jesus.
since it's unaffected, it's just a straight 1 shot.
So how you got it to 19,000? People probably want to know about this.
So this says at the start of battle phase, it gains attack equal to the difference. Okay. So ideally, and this happens at either battle phase. So my battle phase and your battle phase, it will gain the attack permanently.
Okay.
And it's already a 3,500 attack. So if they enter battle,
yeah.
and I have this out, I'll gain the attack. Really, the situation came up to where I wasn't able to attack into them or something. I think they had a defense monster, and I just had to swing into that. So then it came back to my opponent's turn. They entered battle, and it was able to power up. And then
Cool.
after they weren't able to out it, they just scooped. So that's it for the extra deck.
Yeah. Next is
And then-
your side deck.
Yes, for the
The
side.
personal side deck.
Yes. So for the side deck, I'm running 3 Ghost Mourner.
Yep.
This is, again, really good for burning your opponent, especially in late games. This has won me a game just because of
damn.
that, being able to burn them. This is a really, really strong card.
Okay.
And I would obviously just sub out Ash for that.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
2 Sphere Mode
Yep.
and 2 Golem,
Yep.
just for breaking boards.
Breaking boards
Yep.
makes sense.
They're-
Makes sense.
They do what they do best.
Yep.
1 Duster.
Yep.
I feel like everybody should
Spell
have
traps, spell trap haters.
it. Summon limit,
Yep.
2 anti-spell, and then for my Flunders, because that's a terrible matchup, I just play Imperial Iron Wall.
Makes
You drop
sense.
this, you just win the game.
Pretty much. Okay. Before we end this off, any suggestions of anybody want to play Dinomorphia?
It's a cheap deck. It's quite easy to learn. There's so many different variants of it. You can play the Floodgate version. You can play something kind of like what I have.
Yeah.
But there are tons of variations of it out there. And the engine itself is quite a strong engine. So I think anybody who's looking to play a back row deck, if Eldritch really isn't your thing, I would say give this a try.
Okay. Well, I hope you like this deck profile. Leave a like, share, comment, everything, and see you next time. See ya.